Nigerians, going online recently, we are seeing some people jubilating and they are happy that the Finnish government have jailed Mazi Simon Ekpa 6 years. You know, one of the irony of this world is this, that the reason why we have agitators in Nigeria today is because the government of Nigeria have failed us. Nigerians are not being treated like human beings, not even withstanding that we are very, very rich and we don't lack nothing to live like human beings. But of course, Nigerians are slaves in Nigeria. And we still see some people who are happy that a freedom fighter has been apprehended and they jail him. Nigerians, the only thing I have to say is this. You see, the government of Nigeria that can go all the way to Kenya to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a government that cannot do and undo. The Nigerian government can do everything to make sure that the criminality going on in Nigeria today is still going on. Do you think that if Nigeria was working as a country is supposed to be working, that anybody will agitate? The answer is no. But we fail to attack the government. Rather, we are attacking the masses who have grievances against what the government is doing. I will never ever be one part of those who will stand and stay against agitators. The reason why they agitate is because the government is practicing criminality. You cannot tell me today that people are being unalive in hospitals for no reason. Some of them are being rejected because of 28,000 naira. Today, in the street of Nigeria, we are seeing people scavenging for food in dustbin. In a country that have natural gas, crude oil, gold, cobalt, name them, gold, silver, and whatever. You know, one thing that I don't understand is, when you see some people, they call themselves freedom fighters. If you are a freedom fighter and they have not tagged you as a terrorist, or if you are a freedom fighter, you have only two places to stay. It's either you stay in prison or you stay in the grave, because you are looking for justice from the hand of the evil. One thing I will tell anybody who is happy that Mazi Simon Ekpa have been jailed is, don't forget that the major problem is still there. The major problem is still there. Is Nigeria functioning? No. Is insecurity in Nigeria going anywhere down? No. What have changed? What have changed? These same people who are happy now are the same people who came before and told us that Mazi Simon Ekpa is working with Nigerian government. Then how is somebody who is working with Nigerian government now go in jail, and the Nigerian government are happy that the person working with them is in jail? Watch what you are doing. Never you bite the hand of the guy or somebody who is feeding you, because maybe tomorrow he will reject feeding you again and you will find nowhere to get food. The Nigerian government is against Nigerians. That is the reality. When you see people, they come out and they tell you that they are politicians. The simple meaning of politician is criminality. They are not for good. It's better we start today changing things, so that we will not have more Simon Ekpa, so that we will not have more Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so that we will not have more Boko Haram, so that we will not have more anything you want to call it in the world. But as far as I'm concerned, in a functioning country, insecurity is very far from it. In a country where the masses, where the youths are working, insecurity is very low. In a country where the government is doing everything right, people will not be clamoring to leave the nation. Nigerians, the ex-president of Nigeria, Buhari, said that the unity of Nigeria is non-negotiable. Who put us in this Nigeria that they are telling us that we must stay together, for better, for worse? Tell me which marriage is that a divorce is not tolerated. Nigeria, for me, is one big scam of which have never functioned. If I was still living in Nigeria to today, I will be thinking that it's normal to live without electricity. I will be thinking that it's normal to live without job. I would have been thinking that it's normal for an environment not to have good road and a sewage system and everything functioning. But living abroad have changed my life. It has made me to understand that God is the government, and the government of Africa have failed us. So if you think that one Simon Ekpa is in jail, just know that millions of Simon Ekpa are coming. Millions of Mazi Simon Ekpa are coming. Because what is going on in our land is worse than terrorism. Thank you.